Alright, much brew about nothing time. Playing some mono red Storm in Legacy, and this hand's pretty excellent. I mean, it doesn't necessarily beat a Force of Will, but it's pretty good. Ugh. Well, let's play a Mountain, Exile Spirit Guide, and just Ruby Medallion. Pass the turn. Underground Sea for our opponent. And passes. Helm of Awakening. Well, let's probe, see what's happening. See how many counters our opponent has. Oh boy. The answer is a lot. 2 Spell Pierces and a Force. But not much else. Now let's play Helm of Awakening. Opponent passes. Yeah, it's going to be challenging to beat all those counters here in game 1. And here comes the clock. Yup. Gets the Jit. Plays the Jit. Sure. Leaves up Force, etc. Well, let's Seething Song. See if this draws out a counter. If it resolves, it at least lets us play around the Force of Will. Or forces our opponent to use the Force of Will. So he can Spell Pierce here. Yep. So now we Seething Song. And now we'll Rite of Flame. And now we'll Burning Wish. This has got to draw out the Force. Wow. It does not draw out the Force. Alright. So we have 2 options here. We can Past in Flame. I guess we can just empty. That should be enough. Our opponent's hand is land 4 Spell Pierce Swords. We'd get 12 goblins. So we can Past in Flames, run back our mana. Our opponent can still counter Reforge. I think we just got to take empty. Cast empty. Make 12 goblins. And now I think we want to not Reforge the Soul. Pass the turn. Yeah, we'll just pass and hope that the goblins get there. Land for our opponent. The problem with Reforge the Soul is it helps our opponent draw into answers. Opponent cracks. What could they get that would hurt us? I mean, a Wrath would obviously be pretty bad. Especially considering they still have Force blue card left over to stop this Reforge the Soul in the future. Ugh, another Stoneforge opponent. Oh, that was a good draw. So there's the Batterskull. Opponent equips. And passes. Yeah, let's pass the turn. Oh, the second Stoneforge. That's brutal. Opponent has a land. So Batterskull, Swords, Spell Pierce, Force. Play Ruby Medallion. Pass the turn. Here comes Batterskull. Yeah, I don't think we can beat this, unfortunately. Not enough. Oh, man. If it wasn't for the second Stoneforge. Well, block, 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 and block. This lets our opponent kill our goblins quite a bit, though. And they still have Spell Pierce and Force left over. They get to keep getting back the Batterskull. Equips. Well, let's act on Impulse. And then we'll Rite of Flame. Oh, that's a sorcery. Alright. Well, let's Rite of Flame. And Reforge the Soul. See if our opponent drew another blue card to go with the Force. They did. It's a Delver. Alright, pass the turn. Well, we got all the counters out of our opponent's hand. I don't think this is going to work, though. What could we draw? I guess it's Reforge the Soul. I guess that's the thing we need to draw. Opponent equips. So Reforge the Soul is insane. Burning Wish doesn't really do it. Yeah, opponent gets in. We can't do anything about it. We can't even kill it thanks to the counters, so we'll just take it. Yep. Pumps. Yep. Take our beats. Down to 9. Ah, come on, Reforge the Soul for the win. Lotus Petal isn't super helpful. Pass the turn. I guess Past in Flames might do it. Opponent goes attacking. We got a chump. And this is all dependent on our opponent not having a counter. Up to 35. They got something else? Gurmag Angler. Alright, we're getting low on time, deck. Come on. Come on. Big draw, big draw. Well, that's Burning Wish. Oh, no. They drew more. Alright, they brainstorm looking for a counter. Do they find a counter? Apparently not. Okay. Well, if they don't have a counter, I think Past in Flames is our best bet. So Past in Flames, cast Past in Flames, Lotus Petal, crack for red. Man, we might be doing it. Seething Song, Seething Song. Man, we might as well probe. Just double check nothing crazy's happening. Probably should have done that first, but I don't think it matters. Swords and Polluted Delta. All right, let's do it, deck. Let's do it. Now we can Manamorphose. I think we're gonna do it. We gotta get a huge storm count to actually kill our opponent. Ooh, Hazoret's Undying Fury is sweet. Is our opponent scooping? Or is Modo dying? Modo's dying. Hazoret's Undying Fury is gonna be the death of us. Modo? Come back to us, Modo. Okay. And now we will act on Impulse. Play Petal. Play Petal. We know our opponent can't disrupt us. Play Mountain. Now we get to Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Hazoret's Undying Fury. Oh, we're doing it. I can't believe we're going to win. Storm counts up to 14. So, cast Past in Flame. Cast Gitaxian Probe. Cast Manamorphose. Cast Gamble. We'll just take a Past in Flame since we're going to discard it. Manamorphose. Add red. Alright, Ritual's fine. Draw a card. We might as well Ritual in response to this Past in Flame. Past in Flame resolves. Now we get to Ritual. Gitaxian Probe. Down to 5. We don't really want to redraw everything. Ooh, Act on Impulse is sweet. Manamorphose. We don't want to Reforge the Soul because that could draw our opponent into counters, and we know they don't have counters right now. Manamorphose. So basically, we just keep going until we find a Burning Wish. We might be able to win with Goblins, but it's not guaranteed. We don't want to Reforge the Soul. Let's Act on Impulse. There it is. Rite of Flame, cast it. Ruby Medallion, cast it. Burning Wish, cast it. So now we get Grape Shot. Flashback a Past in Flame. Oh, we have so much mana, I don't think we can fizzle now. Rite of Flame, flashback. Hazoret's Undying Fury, flashback. Cast. Oh man, this deck is sweet. We pulled it out right at the end. And we gotta go big enough to beat these counters on the Jit, which gains our opponent even more life. Alright, Seething Song. We can't cast this? Oh, we got Burning Wish on the stack, I see. Sure, we'll Burning Wish for a Biforce. Hazoret's Undying Fury. Cast Manamorphose. Cast Past in Flame. I guess we should have done that in the opposite order, but I don't think it really matters at this point. I think we just got it locked up. Add red mana. Now we can Biforce the artifacts. And now we should be able to just Grape Shot for 40. Sweet! And I mean, if we needed more, we just flashback Past in Flames and Grape Shot again. So, yeah, opponent. I mean, good try, opponent. I do appreciate that. We do have to not time out, which would be a bummer. Oh, they cast... them casting another spell up the storm count, so they're still just dead to these Grape Shots. Storm count of 41. Wow! That was pretty impressive for this deck. I think we should be able to just F6 and win here. Yup, that does it! Wow! From nowhere to everywhere in an instant. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So this is definitely a defense grid matchup. We need the defense grids. The other option would be a Braid. I don't know about that. Graveyard Hate is annoying, but it's not deadly. I think we go down the 2 Simian Spirit Guides and maybe the 1 Gamble and just try it like that. Whew, this deck is sweet. All right, back for game 2, and I guess this is fine. Opponent leads on Flooded Strand. Now play the Mountain, pass the turn. No cost reduction effects yet. Polluted Delta for opponent, cracks it. Actually cracks Flooded Strand. Same thing. Setting up a... Ooh. Well, maybe they're just running out a Stoneforge. Can we try to win next turn? I don't think so. There's Stoneforge. So what's the best thing we can do? Probe, ritual. Yeah, not much. Gets the Batterskull. Opponent passes. Play the mountain. Well, let's probe. I wouldn't mind just drawing a 2-mana artifact. Daze, Brainstorm, Wasteland. Alright. That means they can daze a 2-mana artifact anyway. Petal's interesting. Alright, I guess we just pass. I think we're on the Past in Flames plan. But we need some more fast mana to really make it work. The good news is our opponent doesn't have a ton of interaction in hand. Daze is not a lot of protection against what we're doing. Opponent passes. There's Helm. Alright, play the mountain. Play Helm of Awakening with mana to pay for the Daze. I don't think we can go for it yet. Yeah, I think we just pass. Next turn might be the turn. The downside is our opponent's going to be able to brainstorm to look for a hard counter. So here comes Batterskull, giving our opponent a clock. Wasteland doesn't do much against us. Opponent gets in with the Germ, gets in with Stoneforge. So we take a bunch, down to 13. Lingering Souls. Oh, alright, well, maybe our opponent drew a Force, but I think we just got to try to go for it. Yeah, let's Manamorphose. I think it's time. We got to try it. Add red. Act on Impulse. Cast Rite of Flame. Act on Impulse. Ooh, Rite of Flame's good. Cast Rite of Flame. Play the mountain. Can we Defense Grid? It's only 1 mana, so yes. Play Defense Grid. Opponent cracks. So if they have to counter Defense Grid, that's fine. Brainstorms. Yeah, this is fine. If they force Defense Grid, we should be able to win anyway. And if they don't counter Defense Grid, then we're free to combo off, and we should be more or less guaranteed to win here. Did they find Force? Come on, no Force. Alright, they found a Force. Pitches the Daze. I don't think this is going to matter, though. So, play Lotus Petal. Can we just Past in Flames? Can we do more before Past in Flames? Yeah, let's just Past in Flames. Manamorphose. Let's take a peek with Probe. Make sure nothing crazy. Wasteland Stoneforge. Alright, we should be able to beat that. More Burning Wishes. We still are a bit tight on mana. So let's act on Impulse. There's a Seething Song. That helps. So cast Rite of Flame. Cast Rite of Flame. Cast Seething Song. So we're up to 7 mana. Burning Wish. No mana. I guess we're up to 16 Storm Count. That's pretty good. Well, let's take Gamble. Gamble for Seething Song. We discarded Seething Song. That's fine. So, Flashback Past in Flames is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 mana? I think that's fine. Flashback Past in Flames. Crack Lotus Petal. Seething Song. Seething Song. Act on Impulse. Where's our other card? Gamble for a Seething Song. Again, discard the Seething Song. Twice in a row with this gamble. Well, then let's just Burning Wish. Get a Empty the Warrens. Burning Wish. Get a Grape Shot. And Grape Shot our opponent. X23. So I think we got there. Whoo! Mono Red Storm. We could be 2-0. Oh, man, that Hazoret's and Dying Fury in round 1. Well, that was pretty sweet. This deck is pretty impressive, especially for its ultra cheap price. Yeah, this deck is awesome.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, take a second and click that like button down below. It's a great way to help support the channel for free. And you can find the next video in the playlist right here.